Sometimes we forget about little things or just push them aside. However, they still need done and don't go away until finished. Earlier this year, while pouring concrete for the little sidewalk project, the mixer driver gave the shop roof a little love tap with his truck. Accidentally, of course. Just enough to damage a small spot. Well, today, it's finally time to fix it, but once the work is done, there's one way to reward a bit of work. A quick ride into the mountains. Sounds like a perfect plan, right? Well, not everything goes as expected or planned, so stick around because this one takes a small turn. So taking that off there and just cutting that corner off, we'll salvage 2 pieces in case something happens down the road. Hopefully not, but anyway, a couple extra little pieces. And this is the stuff I have. I got a full one that I had left over and that one piece of soffit. I think, and that's pulling this off is going to be a little bit tricky with the staples, but see if I can get it off fairly smoothly and just slide the new one in, put everything back in place.
Looking how you pause when you talk, I think I said enough. You said you love for me something brand new. You said this is something you would never do. Here we are in your car, let me see who you are, who you really.
These fencing pliers work really good for, well, fencing, but pulling staples. So I'm hoping if I can get it down far enough, I can get in there and pop the staple out so I don't have to fight where the 2 pieces meet and screw up the seam or the edge on the other piece. So that's what I'm going to try, is a couple different tools and see if I can get it out.
Let's be honest for a second.
Can't remember how long they are, but 1.25 inches, 1.5 maybe, but that's why I'm trying to get them out of there. But like I said, that worked.
That can make you feel the way you feel when I hold you. I think I said enough. You said you love for me something brand new. You said this is something you would never do. Here we are in your car, let me see who you are, who you really are. Yeah, don't need you here to say you're sorry, 'cause if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Don't take it slow.
See up in there, that's where all your flies and box elder bugs and everything go. They can sneak up in the smallest nooks and crannies, a lot like mice. The fencing pliers work though. Those are the 3 I needed to get out, like I said, along that seam. And now, pull that out, clean all that off from the million flies, which are still alive. Oh, and a wasp. Oh, look at that. And so the ones that didn't matter in the centers, as long as I hit them get them out of the way. That one's already about out. That'll take care of it though. Now we can put that new one back in, put everything back together. It's going to take some serious finagling to get it up in there. I got this back end in, but it's so tight up in here. I'm kind of fighting that, trying to, because I kept everything nice and tight. And now I'm trying to fight to get this seam to come in there and lock together like it should. Doesn't really lock, but slides in nice and snug. I got a plan here. If this works, putting this flat piece up in here to break up that edge and the edge of the soffit, so that when I run it down this track, if I can get it past here where I can get to it out in the open, it should hopefully just slide right on in there. Look at that, it worked. I just put this flat piece in there like a shim and separating those edges, and the same thing with the other piece on that other side I cut off. I just drove it up in this one because it didn't want to go and it caught the bottom of that one. But now, as you can see, I'll pull this one out. It's all the way up in there. And we're flush. And there you have it. Just like new. So you can see what I was trying to do, tucking that end and that end both underneath. And the reason for that, I'm trying to keep the seam so that when you look at it from this direction, not that it matters, it's not like some high traffic, but it looks like naturally one long piece, rather than being able to see the seam from the direction that it faces the most. Same thing here, always facing this direction. You can see the seam, but it's less visible. So you try to keep it tucked up underneath in the direction of like the least traffic or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, but we got the staples up in there. The other thing you can do, I'm not too worried about this, but I mean, professionally, you want to take and they make some little touch-up bottles of white paint to match. You go through and just cover all your staples. Maybe someday I will. I'm not, like I said, I'm not too technically worried about it. Nobody's going to get up underneath there and stare at it, and honestly, I don't care. So maybe if I get bored one day, I'll do it. If not, it'll be what it is. And now, what I'm trying to do today is go through and just do some of the small projects that I've been working on or that I haven't finished. I get in this, I don't know what you want to call it, a pattern to where I have all these things to do, And I'd like to go through and knock each one of them out and, you know, cross it off the list, so to speak. But you get that, and I don't know if I've talked about this before or not, but that shotgun pattern method where I've got so many things going, and instead of just picking one at a time, I'm just scattered everywhere. And so I'm not always finishing the projects I should at the time I should. So today I'm going to try to, like I said, finish this one up, and I might go up and put those other corner pieces on that roof that I didn't get to finish, because I'm actually trying to get with the guy for that upper piece, for like that flashing piece, to match the gray, and just put one sheet instead of having two overlapping. I'm just going to try to get one piece. So I'll have that I may have to wait on, but I can just run it right to those corner pieces. Like I said, it's just more or less kind of a little bit of overkill and an extra step. Don't really need, but I'm going to do it. And then I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, I might start on I got that Ford Ranger I'm trying to get finished up. I got the new heads for it, a couple months ago, I think. And I started it, but I haven't got very far on it. So we might see if we can tackle some of that and free up some space on the little shop pad there, because I would like to rewire a couple of my small trailers too that need. Man, there's a lot to do, but sometimes you just got to take a break. Phoenix wanted to run up snowmobile, so we ran up to the mountains for a little fresh air, deep snow, and a reset before getting back to work. Now for the second half of the video, just enjoy a little bit of fun. Got us a stuck snowmobiler over there. We're gonna go over and help him out. It is beautiful up here. Not as sunny as the last time, but looks like the water's running a little more, like things are actually almost melting. But there's Phoenix. And we are having a blast. Again, it's just fun. So far, so good. Well, we got him out as far as he wanted to go. He's trying to fish, and he's actually caught a few. But Phoenix and I are pooped, huh, Phoenix? Mm-hmm. Does that 100 yards feel like 5 miles? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was sinking almost the whole way there, up to my knees or further. Phoenix sunk a few times, but he's light enough. It obviously didn't affect him as much. But we got him out to where he wanted to go, so I guess he's got some other people up here with him up a little further. And we're now back down on our other trail, so we're going to go up and play around somewhere for a little bit and see how things go.
I might become a billionaire. This life is happening in real time, but I will follow you anywhere. Running across the border, following the water, make the most of every notion, soaring like a kite high
got a little in it, so that's a good sign.
Huh?
Cold? You want to do an ice bath?
Maybe on the way back.
You'd freeze. Now, if it was the other day and sunny and nice. Oh, that's probably a little much, but anyway. Just dump it out.
I'll try some, honestly.
Out of that bottle?
Yeah, I don't care.
What if someone pissed in it?
Okay, fair enough.
I would have drank it out of there if I was going to drink it. Okay. Well, she hasn't heated up since we did it. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure we're good to go and full again.
Once I heard a song so shallow and poor, I almost sang along all through her door, but I never did, I never could, and so it was extremely
So weird that thing didn't heat up. And still has fluid. It's got to be the thermostat. It's the only thing that makes sense. It didn't. Some days go exactly as planned. Others remind you that life has a way of throwing in a surprise. Whether it's a repair that's been put off too long or a ride that didn't quite go as expected, every challenge is just a part of the journey. But at the end of the day, it's not just about the work we get done or the adventures we chase. It's about who we get to share those moments with. Time spent with family, making memories, and just being together, that's what really matters. So keep pushing, working hard every day, and keep making time for the people that matter most. I'll see you on the next one, and until then, God bless.
I don't know, this is so over my head. Down the line and by the end of the day,